As they come down to approach that home corner, then came Chessmaster. They were followed further back on the inside by Tiscatorial, Sea Reason, and last of all then, and a long last at that is Rabana. Into the straight they go now. On the outside, getting to the lead now is Head Count, going with it We Ourselves, and they were followed further afield then on the inside there by Power Plan, who's boxing on strongly with Gwingana, and down the outside Carry the Star. Many chances at the 50-metre mark. Head Count tackle on the outside by Carry the Star. Head and head they go. Carry the Star with the weight pull has got to the front now, and Carry the Star has beaten the fast finishing Sea Reason. Head Count got third. Next over the line, Gwingana from We Ourselves, and also Chessmaster, then Power Plan. Then knocking up badly was Tiscatorial, and a long last was Rubana.
Number 1, Carry the Star to return 670, 170, 6 Sea Reason, $2, 2 Head Count, 150.
Allowance for Michael Grant has carried the day. Number 1, Carry the Star is first in New South Wales, should pay $7.90 and $2.30. Number 6, Sea Reason, ridden by Chris Muntz, will get second. It flashed up in the concluding stages, and third will go to number 2, Head Count. Head Count ridden by Grant Cooksley. So Sea Reason, number 6, should pay on the tote for the place 160, and number 2, Head Count, 170. But the winner, number 1, Carry the Star, is a 6-year-old chestnut mare by Star of Luskin from Sleepy Hollow, raced by R.G. Lloyd and Mrs. T. Griffith. Michael Grant, the rider. Bruce Cross of Warwick Farm can train a stayer, and he was the trainer of Carry the Star. Second place to number 6, Sea Reason, a 3-year-old bay gelding by Attalak from Blue Sky Lady, raced by PDL Horwitz, Chris Muntz of Sydney, the rider, and Darren Smith, of course, of Broadmeadow, the trainer. And in third place, number 2, Head Count, a 5-year-old chestnut gelding. There go the numbers now, 1, 6 and 2. A 5-year-old chestnut gelding by Deverant from Wendy Star, raced by JV Quint, DS McCudden, GS Weatherall, JM Mitchell, GJ Stathis, and Mrs. HP Perrin.
So it's a pretty even racing surface, isn't it?
Absolutely, Matthew. A very fine racing surface indeed, very uniform, and I would be leaning towards you have to be up on the speed here a little bit today. That previous race, Beguile got a lovely split through and the pace was right on. But looking at race 4 here, class 6 plate over 1,400 metres. Whichever way you look at this event, number 1, Kidlat comes out on top. Looks well in here with the 3-kilo claim of young Glenn Perry. Comes in with 55 kilos. Bolted in here last start, and his previous form was okay for this type of race. Don't worry if you're looking for him to pull the stick at the furlong. He's not carrying a whip, Glenn Perry. This horse resents the whip, and it'll be ridden hands and heels to the line. Looking for dangers, number 3, Beauvale's been a model of consistency. Certainly likes the 1,400-metre trip here. He's had 4 starts here for a win and 3 placings. And number 11, Triplina, this filly, I should say, is in fine form. She ran second in last year's Black Opal Preview, and the 1,400-metre trip here looks ideal for Triplina. No luck at Randwick last start either, but the stablemate Kidlet certainly comes out on top. So Matthew, 1 Kidlet, hardest to beat, 3 Beauvale and 11 Triplina.
OK, thanks for that, Mike, and thanks for that, Nick. Runners are on their way to the barrier. It's about 5 or 6 minutes away until the official start time of race number 4 at Canberra.
Well done, thank you, Matt. Now, race 6, 11 Rosdano's Alan Robinson, a late riding change at Canberra in race 6, number 11 Rosdano. Alan Robinson and also Rodney Quinn, RM Quinn on Bundu Boy, race 7, number 1. And another change, number 12 is County Harvest to be ridden by Maxie Wickens. I think it's Maxie. No, it might be Mark. Michael? Anyway, M. Wickens. OK, race 3, Caulfield, Randy.
Now they're boxed. Race 4, stand by for a start. Light is on. They're away now, slowly away of Vira Moore, and getting out very well the stablemates Kidlet, who went to the lead, followed by Triplina running second. A length and a half behind those, Buller. Further back in the field, Sweetener, Bonnie Vella. Back behind those then came Beauvale, and further back to Vira Moore. And 2 behind those at the tail of the field was Chungabayev. In the back straight as they race down towards the 950-metre mark. And Kidlet doing it well out about 4 in front of Triplina. Out wide on the track was Sweetener, between runners Beauvale. A length behind those, Buller, followed then by Vira Moore back centre field. field. A break of about 2.5 behind those Bonnie Vella and Chungabayev as last of all as they leave the back and race down the side. 700 out. This leader allowed its own weight in front. Kidlet bowling along nicely clear. About 3 in front of Beau Vale. A neck off third. Triplina on the inside. A further break behind those gaining ground. Sweetener followed by Avoir Amour. The next one was Buller being ridden along as they race towards the turn. A long break. Chungabayev and Bonnie Vella down towards the inside, but around the turn, and Kidlet's got a big lead. Kidlet out nicely clear. The stablemate Triplina runs to second. In behind those Beau Vale on the outside. Further back to Buller, and a long break behind those Avoir Amour, but shaken up. Kidlet well clear. Down to the 200. Kidlet out about 5 in front of Triplina. Buller getting home late down towards the inside, but Kidlet is well clear. Inside the final 100, Kidlet races away for a most impressive win. Kidlet will win by a big space. Kidlet first now. Triplina held on for second. The stablemates first and second. Buller third. In behind those Beau Vale, Bonnie Vella, then Avoir Amour, well back Sweetener, followed then by Chungabayev, the last one across the line.
1:11 and 6 there with Kidlat the winner over Triplina and Beulah. 1:11 and 6 on race number 4 at Canberra. Thanks, Tony. And Kidlat the winner. A nice front-running performance there. And Kidlat ridden by Grant Perry, trained by Johnny Morrissey. So we've got Clary Connors and John Morrissey, the 2 trainers that have trained the 4 winners there today at Canberra. Now, race 3 at Randwick, 1, 6 and 2. Quinella was $25.10 and the trifecta in Sydney. It paid over $100. Now, race number 2 at Caloundra, with that protest dismissed. And All in Rhythm, 505, 225. The Craw, 195. Warrawee Bounty, no third dividend. Quinella, 590. Trifecta, $37.60. 6, 1 and 8, those placings at Balaclava. 8th Thwart running third, so 6, 1 and 8 are the placings after race number 3 at Balaclava. We'll take a break on Sky Racing and be right back with more after this.
Ran pretty well out of gate number 4. Away quickly to Marine Spirit and Centre Century. Break the Bank pushing up inside horses. Tumble Home going on, and Geiger Sparkle's on the improve on the outside, looking to be in the first few, followed by Kilkea, who settled down about 7th or so. Now at the 1600 metres, Geiger Sparkle trapped 4 wide, so it's going to race to the lead over Tumble Home, Centre Century. Just settling 4th behind them is Suavity. A length and a half Break the Bank, followed then by Monetary Monarch going up on the outside, and then came Marine Spirit over on the rails. A length further back is Far Hills, and they're followed by Kilkea a good way back with Steele's Creek towards the end, and Regal Ruler trapped a little wide as last of all when they head to the top of the hill at the 1200 metres. Geiger Sparkle more than 2 lengths in front. Tumble Home is second. Moving up Monetary Monarch over on the outside, and 4th on the rails then Centre Century. Wonder Suavity, who's had a good run. Back behind it Far Hills, Marine Spirit over on the inside, being followed then by Break the Bank, Regal Ruler, a length and a half to Kilkea, and Steele's Creek as last of all when they went past 1,000 metres. Geiger Sparkle the leader to the railway side. Monetary Monarch moved up a length away second. Tumble Home is third over on the outside of Centre Century. They're being followed a length back by Far Hills, taking off around the outside quickly. Suavity can get onto its back to get a bit of cover coming into the race. Then came Break the Bank behind them. Regal Ruler, Kilkea. Marine Spirit's got a good way back when they sprinted down the side. They've left it towards the end of the field there in company with Steele's Creek. Geiger Sparkle led Far Hills, who's hard-ridden. Suavity working into it well before the turn. Centre Century over on the inside 4th, followed by Tumble Home. Kilkea desperately hard-ridden, and Regal Ruler's gone round the outside. Marine Spirit's last into the straight, where Geiger Sparkle led for home. Suavity's coming after it quickly. 3 lengths in front of Tumble Home. Back behind them, Break the Bank. But at the 200 metres now, and Suavity has raced up to take the lead. Geiger Sparkle fights on pretty well, but Suavity draws away from him. Tumble Home is in 3rd placing, but Suavity's coming clear for Danny Brereton for a very good win. Suavity wins it. Photo the Miners, either Geiger Sparkle might get it on the inside of Tumble Home. They were clear then of Steele's Creek, who made up some ground and Break the Bank. Back behind them, Regal Ruler. They were followed in by Centre Century, Kilkea, Monetary Monarch, and then a long break to Marine Spirit. Well, she never came into the race at any stage, and Far Hills dropped out last.
Number 1, Suavity, 341.54. Geiger Sparkle, $2.20, $2 for 5, Tumble Home.
Correct weight Melbourne, 111.6. Correct weight at Canberra on 111.6. 145 Melbourne, 1 Suavity, 360.180. Number 4 Geiger Sparkle, 260 and 5 Tumble Home, 210.
Sparkle third, Tumble Home after a photo for the Miners, 1, 4 and 5. 1, 4 and 5, time 2 minutes 2.47. And while others were trapped a little wide.
Often racing, and it wasn't a bad start either. One of the best ones out, Cockatoo Island on the outside with Country Hero quickly into stride. Now Poetic Power is attempting to cross from his outside gate. Bromac is keeping him out there. Cossack Raider back on the inside just in advance of Golden Verse. Then came Hey Nick. There's a break in the field then to Tyson's Flyer on the outside of Happy As. The next one, Moral Danger, followed further back then by Rain Queen. Next to last is Bonnie Doon, and Christmas Chimes whops out at the tail. So they race along the back this time. They have about 1,100 metres left to go, and in front it's Cockatoo Island. He's doing it well by a length and a quarter now to Poetic Power travelling second. In third spot around the outside, Bromac. Country Hero fourth, just poking up between horses. Back on the inside then is Cossack Raider on his outer Golden Verse. Tyson's Flyer midfield around the outside of Hey Nick. Then came Moral Danger on the outside of Happy As. Getting well back then is Rain Queen on the inside of Bonnie Doon, and tailed out is Christmas Chimes. 600 metres left to go now as they come down nearing the home corner. On the outside, Pluto Hosey takes Bromac up to challenge for the lead. Between runners it's Poetic Power. The fence then is Cockatoo Island, and these three straighten in front. In fourth spot at the head of the others then came Country Hero. Back on the inside is Cossack Raider, and joining in down the outside is Tyson's Flyer, followed by Hey Nick and Happy As to the extreme outside. But Country Hero has burst to the front inside the distance. Country Hero a good length in front of Cockatoo Island, who's fighting back on the inside. Hey Nick down the outside. Cossack Raider through the centre. For Country Hero in front. Here comes Hey Nick. Hey Nick getting out after Country Hero. Country Hero is going to hold on though. Country Hero has just beaten Hey Nick. Third over the line was Cossack Raider, followed on the inside by Rain Queen, Golden Verse, Moral Danger. Then came Tyson's Flyer. The next one, Bonnie Doon, followed in by Cockatoo Island. Then came Poetic Power knocking up. Happy As was back there towards the tail with Bromac next to last, and last of all was Christmas Chimes.
Super Tab 5, Country Hero 440, 220, 6 Hey Nick to return 360, 3 Cossack Raider 420.
Just ran out of ground in the concluding stages. He'll get second, and number 3 Cossack Raider is third. Number 5 Country Hero first on the New South Wales tote, should pay $4.10 and $2. Number 6 Hey Nick $3.80, and the third place getter number 3 Cossack Raider should pay $3.60. Country Hero, a 4-year-old bay gelding by Snippets from Candide, raced by Mr. and Mrs. S. Tashabayol and Mr. and Mrs. T.
Right now, and once again, here's Matt.
Thanks very much, Nick. We're back at Canberra, and I guess an aspect of racing that we don't probably get too much background to is the people that provide the trophies and also the plates for some of the feature races, not just here in Canberra but all around Australia. But the man that has been commissioned with providing quite a few of their trophies here at Canberra is Peter Crisp from Crisp Glass Australia, and he's joining me right now. Good to see you, Pete.
Great to be here, Matthew. It's a great day's racing.
Firstly, we've just had a look at this trophy down here, this blue sculpture. Is that the prize for your race this afternoon?
Yes, it is. It's a piece which has been kiln worked, and it was actually formed in a plough disc, as from a technical point of view.
How long would it take to manufacture, Pete?
It's about a day's work from start to finish, in preparation and in firing.
Would it be rude to ask what's an approximate value of a plate like that?
It's retailed in places like David Jones for around about $610 for the last couple of years.
Okay. Is this your business, Pete, making trophies and that sort of thing?
Making trophies. I also do an exclusive range of gold and glass tableware as export for or 2 places in the United Kingdom and in America.
So export's a pretty big part of your business?
At least 80%.
Is it really? What other countries?
England, America, places like Hong Kong, Taiwan. Puerto Rico has been a recent acquisition or outlet, so the work does go far afield.
One of the trophies that you don't provide for the ACT Racing Club, but it's topical at the moment, is the Black Opal. But have you actually seen the Black Opal trophy?
I have heard about it. It's an opal which is acquired from Lightning Ridge, and Michelle Preston is actually making that into a pendant. So it really won't be until the day that we actually see that Black Opal.
Okay, Pete. Well, thanks for your time. This is a magnificent sculpture. You should be very proud of that. Thanks for being with us.
Great pleasure to be here.
Peter Crisp from Crisp Glass Australia, Nick, who'll be handing over this plate to the winner of race 5 here at Canberra this afternoon.
It's a beauty, isn't it, that lovely-looking plate. Well done. Thank you very much to Matt there, and good on you, Pete Crisp. Now, we're going to take you back to Matt in just a moment or two. In fact, we might go there right now. They've cleared off the plate, and we'll take it back to Matt. Here he is.
Yes, they're being very careful with it too. We've got Michael Heath with us with the late mail for race number 5. Mike, we've got the Class 3 plate coming up. Your tip's been racing well?
Yeah, been certainly So Turbulence. The filly, big winner at Randwick last start. And look, she's in a Class 3 plate here today. Last start she carried 2.5 kilos over the limit in a restricted race at Randwick. She comes to Canberra, Class 3 plate. She's only got a kilo over the limit. So weight swing her way today. She's an informed filly. There's a heap of speed on in this event. Dr. Doug, Raffin Time, Speedy Groucho, Mighty Star. They'll put the speed on. I expect Johnny Scores to get a lovely sit just off the pace and prove very hard to beat. She's in form, and you can't discount that. I'm terrified of number 11, Supreme Butterfly. There's not a fitter horse in the field. Had the 3 runs back from a spell now. No luck at all last start at Rose Hill, this horse. He scored brilliantly at Canberra 3 runs back, and I expect Supreme Butterfly, another one, to get a sit just off the speed. And one right down near the bottom, number 17, Arado. Looks very, very well. Good winner at Kembla Grange last start in what's proven to be a very strong form race. Overall, though, Matthew, 13 So Turbulent on top, Dangers, Supreme Butterfly, and 17 Arado.
Okay, Mike, thanks for that. There you have it, Nick. 13, 11 and 17 for the next event at Canberra, where they're heading to the barrier.
Big fields there today. Thanks, Matt. Good on you, Mike. Now on the way to the gates at Canberra for the next event, which is race number 5. The Guineas happens after the Black Opal preview too this afternoon. It'll be race number 7 on the program. The Black Opal preview, and race 8 will be the Guineas. Now race 4 at Balaclava due in 1. Shamrock Dior at $5.80, $2.90 for Golrock. Then we have 4.10 for Charleston Baby on the Barclay 13, Colonel Tom 10, Ideal Gift 46, Killer Staff at 51, Preda Porter at 33, Queen's Indian at 16, opened at $13, 10 about Silk Mahal and Stoichkov at 52 for race 4 at Balaclava.
By Silk Mahal out deep.
Okay, well, it's very, very close there. We'll get that photo in a moment. Meantime, race 5 Canberra, here's Tony.
Now the line is set. So Turbulent, the inside runner. Waiting on the light. Now they're set. Light goes on. A big field. Starter has a look over the line. They're racing a good level start. Ivory Whistle went back to the tail of the field from the inside gate. So Turbulent got away well. Taken on by Raffin Times and Speedy Groucho's Prominent. In behind those Fox Rock Boyo, followed by Vain Rebo, caught a bit wide. Then Moonbridge down towards the inside. Atticus Finch is next, followed by Just Bluffing going around the field. Dr. Doug is caught wide, followed by Mighty Star Canzona. Whistle down wind and Ivory Whistle at the tail of the field. On settling down, they race down the side. 700 out. Raffin Times the leader. A long neck in front of Supreme Butterfly, followed further back in the field, then Just Bluffing out wide. Vain Rebo just behind that group, further back to So Turbulent. Then Speedy Groucho, Atticus Finch, Fox Rock Boyo, followed by Arado down on the rails. The next one was Mighty Star as they race towards the turn. Dr. Doug is well back. Further back behind those, Canzona, Whistle downwind, and Moonbridge well back in the straight with about 350 metres to go. Supreme Butterfly raced up on the outside and hit the lead. So Turbulent down towards the inside, followed by Raffin Times. A break behind those, Vain Rebo. It's Supreme Butterfly, the leader here. So Turbulent getting right up along the inside. So Turbulent race through to join Supreme Butterfly. It's So Turbulent putting the head in front. Supreme Butterfly tries hard. So Turbulent, So Turbulent. So Turbulent along head over Supreme Butterfly. Raffin Times third, Whistle downwind. Atticus Finch, Speedy Groucho, Vain Rebo, Dr. Doug Arado, Mighty Star Canzona. Well back Moonbridge, followed further back in the field Fox Rock Boyo. Then Just Bluffing second last and Ivory Whistle last.
13, 11 and 3 there, So Turbulent the favourite. That was the one that Michael Heath liked as well, to win from 11 and 3, and they are the placings there on race number 5 at Canberra. Still a photo in Adelaide at Balaclava. No numbers as yet, surely to Ronnie for full news. There, race 5, number 11, Danstep, Rod Griffiths at Caulfield in race 5, number 11. That's the late mail, and number 1 is Mushtak at 12, Skygaze at 14, Tennessee Oak at 30. 7.20 for Party Prince, Royal Caliph at 4.50, Count Venetian 16, He's Regal at 12, Sports Circuit $12, Ferrogrove at 6.30, Like a Roo at 27. And then we go over to number 11, which is $20 for Dan Stev. That's the mail at big odds, 45. It's windy again, 11 open the hatch, and New Kingston 22. That's for race 5 at Caulfield. Now Balaclava placings, the top weight's got there, Shamrock Dior, second number 12. Stoichkov, and third, number 4, Charleston Bay. So big odds there for Balaclava race 4, 1, 12 and 4. Now Randwick dividends. And the winner in Sydney was number 5, Country Hero at $4.10 and $2. Haynick 3.80 and Cossack Raider 360.
And away they go. Farragrove and Dan Stev, two of the first to jump out with Sports Circuit. Getting away quickly also, He's Regal. Behind them, Cant Venetian. Royal Caliph is a bit further back in the field as they settle. And Lycaroo going up on the outside, as is Mushtak right around them towards the lead. Party Prince dropping in behind them, being followed closely there over on the inside by New Kingston. A length further back in the field, it's Windy again, followed by Sky Gazer. Open the Hats is second last, and last of all is Tennessee Oakle on the back now. And Lycaroo takes up the running, leads up the hill by length in advance of Mushtak. A length further back as Farragrove. Sports Circuit on the outside of Cant Venetian. Three deep as Dan Stev, being followed by Royal Caliph. A bit further back then He's Regal, and just in behind them New Kingston. Party Prince is over on the inside of Sky Gazer. Open the Hatches further back in the field, followed by It's Windy again next to last near the inside, and 2 lengths away at the back of the field is Tennessee Oak. On top of the hill, just under 1,200 metres left to go, and Lycaroo. Tackle for the front running by Dan Stev, and they've gone away by a length and a half in advance of Mushtak on the outside of Farragrove. 2.5 lengths further back then on the outside to Sports Circuit, followed by Cant Venetian. He's Regal. Royal Caliph getting a nice run along the inside, a length and a half. New Kingston. Party Prince commencing a mover. Sky Gazer up on the outside, followed by Open the Hatch. Further back Tennessee Oak, and It's Windy again is last of all. They're on the railway side, 800 metres out at Lycaroo. Half a length to Dan Stev, a length further back to Farragrove on the inside of Mushtak. 2 lengths away Cant Venetian. There goes He's Regal around the outside, followed by Sports Circuit. Royal Caliph, Sky Gazer, Party Prince behind them. New Kingston on the rails looking for a run, followed by Tennessee Oak. Pull to the outside, Open the Hatch second last. It's Windy again last of all. Up to the home turn, Lycaroo by a neck on Dan Stev. A half length to Mushtak running on. Over on the outside, He's Regal. Farragrove behind them looking for a run, followed by Cant Venetian. Sky Gazer, Royal Caliph to the outside, well back in the field. Then New Kingston as they straighten up. Tennessee Oak's a long way back with Sky Gazer, and Party Prince is also well back in the field. They're homeward bound, and Mushtak on the outside hit the front. Mushtak is the leader at the 200, a length and a half. He's Regal. Royal Caliph is down the outside. Farragrove followed by Dan Stev, and further back is Lycaroo, but Mushtak is nicely clear close to home. He's stopping a bit. Royal Caliph is flying home. Mushtak I think is just one from Royal Caliph. Farragrove flying, might have got third from He's Regal, followed next home by Cant Venetian, and in behind them Dan Stev, followed by Open the Hatch, Party Prince, Tennessee Oak, Sports Circuit. It's Windy again, and Sky Gazer and Lycaroo at the back of the field. Stand by for placings. Mushtak on the inside, and here's the finish of the race. Royal Caliph has flashed down the adder, and number 1 has lasted. It's just got there. One more hop, I reckon Royal Caliph's got it. Geez, a puzzling horse, that fellow Mushtak. He never puts 2 races together, really, but at his top, he's very good. He was today, and he's just held out the fast-finishing Royal Caliph. Look at this for a finish. Just getting home there. One more hop, I reckon Royal Caliph's got him. But number 1, Mushtak, ridden by Brian Werner, trained by Peter Hayes at Ankerston. A 5-year-old bay gelding by Zabel from Royal Regatta, beautifully bred, raced by the Shadwell Australia Limited Syndicate managed by Mr. Colin Hayes. And Mushtak just holding on to survive the challenge by Royal Caliph in today's Victoria Gold Cup. Very good horse in his day, this fellow. And he has triumphed here by ordinarily ahead on the line. But as I say, one more hop and the result would have been different. Second place into number 5, Royal Caliph, Greg Charles, and Farragrove has come through there for third, just ahead of He's Regal. So all numbers are for the Victoria Gold Cup, 1, 5 and 9. 1, 5 and 9. Number 1, Mushtak, Brian Werner, defeats number 5, Royal Caliph, Greg Charles. Number 9 is third, Farragrove. Close up fourth was number 7, He's Regal. $12.30 and $4 for Mushtak. And see, looking back over his record, he had a win over this year's Launceston Cup winner, King's Landing, to his credit. Mushtak, $12.30, $4, defeats number 5, Royal Caliph, $2. Number 9, Farragrove at $2.40 in the 5th of the day, with the 6th event to follow here, the Old Geelong Football Club handicap at $3.45.
Thanks, Johnny. Good rip.
They're often racing, and Furbany was one of the best ones to get going, but was quickly headed by Me Jane. Look at her fly out of the gates. Me Jane began quickly. Tasty Dish and Night Diver smartly into stride also. Then just in behind them on the inside, Timeless Heart. Concealment away well also, and on the outside there is Yellow's Star. Furbany is getting going a bit, but it's up 3 and 4 wide as they approach the 600-metre mark. Getting back Mrs. Haybury. They were followed further back then by Marlin and Courtney Girl at the tail. Down nearing the home corner now. And in the centre, Me Jane is just the leader over Night Dive, the newcomer, booting up on the inside. Tasty Dish is further out on the track and putting it a run then Furbany. And Yellow Star is right down the outside. Yellow Star could be the one. Quickly races up on the outside and draws level with Me Jane. Over on the inside is Night Dive. Me Jane finding a bit. Yellow Star just in front now. Yellow Star starting to draw away as they come down nearing the line. Oh, and it's all Yellow Star. A good win. Yellow Star goes on to score by the best part of 3 lengths over Tasty Dish, rattling up to get second. Me Jane third, then Night Dive, followed by Furbany. The next one over the line then on the outside was Marlin, followed in by Mrs. Haybury. Then came Concealment, followed well back by Timeless Heart, and Courtney Gill was at the tail.
Super Tab number 6, Yellow Star, 390, 150, 4, Tasty Dish, 230, and 11 for third, Me Jane, 210.
It's number 11, Me Jane, who set a cracking pace out of the boxes. Yellow Star, number 6 on the New South Wales tote, should pay $4.50. In fact, has come in to start favourite as they jumped $4.50 and $1.80 for number 6, Yellow Star. Number 4, Tasty Dish, should pay $2, and the third went to number 11, Me Jane, will pay $3.10. But it was a good win by Yellow Star.
Zephyr Dream rearing.
Nick, I'm just waiting for a few people to come and join me. In fact, Michael Heath has just come up. That was good timing, Mike.
Indeed, yeah, plenty happening here today. Certainly, Matthews, all happening, and a good crowd rolling in too.
It is a good crowd. I was just talking to the chairman. He's more than happy with the lineup they've got today. It'll be bigger in 2 weeks' time. They come Black Opal Day.
Yeah, it's a big day for the town, Black Opal Day, Matthew. Huge day. You know, they get 10,000 upwards of people here, and real party atmosphere. And Canberra's got a public holiday the next day, Canberra Day. So that means we'll party on into the night as well.
I'll bet. What about this next race, the Star City Quality?
Yeah, Star City Casino, of course, good sponsors of the ACT Racing Club. Good to have them on board. The favourite on course is number 4, Ed Mandy. Opened up around about half each way odds with the bookmakers. A little bit easy, but this horse ran a great 4th last start at Rose Hill behind Princely. He hit the line very, very nicely. He's an up-and-coming horse, looks very well in the mounting yard, and although second up form is pretty useful. 3 attempts second up for 2 wins and a placing. Got to have him on top. Looking for dangers, number 10, Mountain Time. He's a local horse, been racing very consistently, a little bit awkwardly drawn at the barrier, I concede that, but he's a good each way odds at the moment, Mountain Time. He'll cross from his wide gate and push forward. He's used to carrying 55, 56 kilos, and he looks pitched in here with 52 kgs. Number 3, He's a Bull, trained by Frank Cleary, looks very, very fit. Last start 4th behind Rebel Rock in a $20,000 race at Queanbeyan. He'll push forward another one. He'll go forward from his wide barrier. He'll take up a handy spot. 5 starts over this course and distance for 3 wins. There's been a big go on course, Matthew, for number 6, K's Regret. This mare formerly trained by Barbara Joseph, now trained locally by Patrick O'Neill, a young trainer having a go. This mare's been conditioned by 2 runs after a break now. Both runs have been useful. Looking at her in the yard, though, I want to see her go around one more time, but the money suggests she's ready to react this afternoon, and from barrier 1, Johnny Nisbet should be able to navigate a good passage. But summing it up, I've got number 4, Ed Mandy on top. He'll hit the line real hard. Dangers, 10 Mountain Time, and 3 He's a Bull.
Michael, any early activity on the Black Opal preview at this stage from the betting ring? Who's going to open up favourite in your opinion?
I think Splendid Horse will, from the Brian Guy camp, open up favourite. I think the reps are really big about this horse, and I think they'll gamble that he'll open up favourite for sure. Speed Week though, there won't be much difference in the betting. Pretty promising horse, Speed Week. You haven't seen a lot of him, but you bet you will see him this afternoon. He's a very useful horse. A half-brother to Kiltreese. He's very well bred.
Terrific. Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Okay, boys, back in the studio. I've got Brian Guy coming over. Any chance we can have a quick chat with Brian before the next race at Balaclava? Terrific. Thank you, Bruce. We've got Brian. He's just saddled up Grecian Village, who's heading around to the barriers. He's a horse that's always had a lot of ability, Brian, Grecian Village, but is he a horse that has good days and bad?
Yeah, well, he's got to draw the right barrier in that. He can have a race and things like that, but from the 2 alley, he should get a good run today. When he won at Warwick Farm, he broke the record that day, and Larry had a beautiful run on him from the same alley. And I expect him to have a good, easy run today, and I think you'll find the line very well.
Okay, you've got a terrific chance in the main race. Michael Heath just said it's more than likely you'll open up favourite for the Black Opal preview this afternoon with Splendid Horse. He did look pretty good the day he won at Gosford by about 4 lengths.
Yes, that's right. He won very easy up there. Lenny Beasley said he never even let him down, you know, and he run just outside the record. I think he goes very good, but he's drawn a bit awkward in 13. You know, he's got to have a bit of luck from out there.
Okay.